last program. If R0 is equal to 0010, R1 is equal to 0, R2 is equal to 0, R3 is equal to 0, and memory content 0x0010 is 1. In memory address 14 we have 2, in 18 we have 3, in 1C we have 4. So in each memory location 32-bit data will be stored. So these are address. So this is LSB, this is first byte, second byte, third byte, fourth byte. So that's why this will be 14th location. In 14th location is this, 15th location is this, 16th location is 17th location is this. So in 18 we have 3, next is 4, 0, next is 0, next is also 0, next is 0. We have 18, 19, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, F. So in ARM, all are 32-bit, address is 32-bit, and data size is also 32-bit, all registers also 32-bit. So we have to find out content of registers R0, R1, R2, R3 after the execution of these two instructions. This is very, very important. If you understand the concept, you are not going to make any mistake. This is also one of the important problem. So let me do this. R0 is 10, R1, R2, R3 all are zeros. Okay, let me start with. So this is called as LDM. LD stands for load, M stands for multiple. This is increment after. Okay, load multiple register. Which are the multiple registers? R1 to R3. You can write list like this also, R1 comma R2 comma R3. This dash means it is continuous, R1 to R3. You can write R1 dash R5 means load multiple register R1 to R5, R1 comma R2 comma R3 comma R4 comma R5 up to R5. If you miss some of the register, then you have to write specifically, like you cannot write R dash to R5. So for example, if I want to load R1, R2, not R3, R4, R5, then it is not continuous. So then you have to write separately R1, R2, R4, R5. If it is continuous in sequence, you can write dash R1 to R3, R1 dash R3. And this one you have to write in square bracket, flower bracket. So load, LD stands for load, multiple register, which are the registers R1, R2, R3, because they are in continuous, no, R dash to R3. Okay. These are the registers you have to load. Load multiple, these are the destination. In this case, these are the destination. And source address is this. R0 is source address. R0 is source address. R0 is having source address. R0 is address is what? 0x000010. This is the source address. Source address. Okay. That is there in the R0. First you have to load R1 register. Okay. First load R1 register with the content of original value of R0, and its content should be loaded to R1. After that, there is a exclamatory symbol. There is a exclamatory symbol. That exclamatory symbol automatically increments. This exclamatory symbol auto index. Okay. Auto index. It will automatically index by 4. Okay. Automatically index by 4. Okay. Now let me start with this. First, which register? Load multiple register. Now load first register is R1. So R1 is loaded with original value of R0. R0 value is 00010. So 10 content is 1. So first R1 is loaded with 1. First R1 is loaded with 1. Understood? This is source address. We have to load multiple register R1, R2, R3. First register R1 is loaded with original value of R0. Original value of R0 is 0010. In 10, what is the content? 1. So that will be loaded to first register R1. After that, there is a exclamatory mark. That exclamatory mark will be auto index by 4. This will going to add plus 4. This will going to add plus 4. So now, okay, this R1 will be added with 4. R1 content will be added with 4. That 10 becomes 14. Okay. Now this will be incremented by 4. No. Now it becomes instead of 1, it is becomes actually 10. R0 will be added with R0 plus 4 because of this exclamatory mark. So it becomes now 0000014. Okay, 14. Then now that 14 content. What is that 14 content? 14 content is 00. That 002 will be copied to this is R1 comma R2 comma R3. It's continuous register. No, next R2 will be loaded with this 2. R2 will be loaded with this 2. Sorry, here by mistake it is there. It is R2. This is R3. This is R3. Okay. R2 will be 002. Okay. And this R2 will be 002. Again, after each instruction, there is exclamatory mark. No, this exclamatory mark will index by 4. Once again, this index with 4 and it becomes 008. Okay. Next, after this, in the 18th, we have content 003. That 003 will be loaded to load multiple register 3, no, R dash to R3. So next in the R3 we have 03, no, this 03 will come to here. This 03 will come to here. So this is the answer. Very, very important. This is R0, R1, R2, R3. And after that, what is the value of? Again, there is an index is there, no? There is an index. Again, for this, once again, after the third time, once again R0 is update indexed by 4. Again, one more time, 3 registers. Now, 3 times auto index will take place. First one is from 10 to 14, next 14 to 18, next 18 to 1c. So final value of R0 is after 3 times indexing, it is 0001c. So you have to write answer as 1c here. R0 is 1c because 3 times auto increment because of this this update exclamatory mark. After the first update, okay, R1 will be taken from this value 10. Then auto increment takes place. Next to this 14 content 2 will be copied to next register R2, and again update will take place. Next third 003 will be loaded to third register, and again update will take place. Suppose one more comma R4 is also there, then this 4 will be copied to that one. Again, once again it will be incremented by 4. So that is the first instruction. Load multiple. LD means load, M means multiple register. That multiple registers you have to give within a square bracket. If it is a continuous, you can write R dash to R9, R dash to R8, R dash to R4. If it is separate, then you have to write R1, R3, R6, R8. Like that you can write separate. If it is continuous, just give R0 to R3 continuous. And this is source operand, source register. And if this exclamatory is there, after update will be there. Automatically it will be updated with 4. And increment after transfer, it is increment. IB means increment before. Similarly, there is a decrement before, decrement after. So decrement, increment after, increment before, decrement after, decrement before. These are the 4 options you can have with load multiple registers. So let me have this load multiple register. Which are the register? R1, R2, R3. Here also you can write R1 to R3 because they are continuous. Load multiple register R1 to R3. Okay. IB means what? Increment before. IA means increment after transfer, increment. But here before transfer only, increment before. So what is the difference? You'll understand now. What is the value of R0? R0 is 10. Okay. Now first instruction, load multiple register. First register R1. First register R1. First register R1. First we are going to Right, 1 minute. Now here, first before only, increment before. Please observe LDMIB. IB means increment before. Increment before transfer only you have to increment. So original value of R naught is 00010. So before only we have to increment. Before transfer only. Here first transfer then increment in the first instruction. IA means increment after transfer. But here increment before only. So before increment only if you do, this 10 becomes 14. What is the address? 14. 14th content will be transferred to R1. 14 content will be transferred to R1. That is R1 becomes now first increment. After increment, this 10 becomes 14. Now 14 content is 2. So now R1 is 2. Understand? Here R1 is 1 only because increment is after increment, but here it is increment before only. So before increment only, before transfer only, increment is taken. Increment before transfer only. So before transfer only, 10 becomes 14, increment by 4. Now 14 content 2 is copied to R0. Okay. Next time, load another register R2. Here also load before and it is updated, automatically update. So after before only we updated, no? Before only it is updated by 4, no? That value will be stored here. So next R2 before transfer only from 14, previously 14 was there, now before transfer only 14 plus 4 is 18 and again it will be saved because update will be there, exclamatory. So 14 plus 14 is 8, 14 plus 4 is 18. Now that is the updated value and 14 content is 3. That 3 will be copied to which register? Second register is R2. In R2 we have 003. Again in the third load multiple register R3. Again here also increment before only. From 18 increment by 4, that is 1C, and 1C content is 4. 4 will be copied to which register? Here by mistake it is not there. So R3 will be 004 and finally what are the contents of updated R? After this, before only it is incremented, no? Finally this R0 is ended with 1C, R0 is ended with 1C, R1 with 02, R2 with 03, R3 with 04. So this is very, very important. If you simply mug up, you will not understand. See this video 2-3 times. Okay, so that you will not forget. This will be asked for 6 marks. If luck is there. So don't think that this will, if they ask, okay, load multiple register, this instruction, if they ask to explain, you can take the sample data and you can explain neatly. Okay, so they will check whether you understood the concept or not. Thank you.